What's going on, guys? This is gonna be my desk gaming setup tour video for 2021. I've been meaning to make this video for such a long time, and my desk is always changing. I'm always trying to make it better. I'm always changing it up, changing the look of it, changing the style of it. And I think it's come to a point now where I'm just never gonna change anything really about it again besides upgrading things over the time. But for now, this is kind of the peak of my gaming setup. This is what it's gonna be, except for one thing which I do want to add, but I didn't want to wait to add that. I just wanted to make the video. So this is gonna be my 2021 gaming setup tour. I'm gonna try to keep it as short and sweet as possible. I'm not gonna go too much in depth about everything. Oh, and by the way, everything that you see in this video, I'm gonna try my best to link below. So if you have any questions or you're wondering where I got this, where I got that, I'll have everything in the description. Yeah. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with it. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with the desk itself. This is an IKEA Hemnes desk. It's supposed to be a computer desk. That's one of the reasons I got it. It's such a good desk. This is like my favorite desk I've ever had. The color, the size, the compartments, the cable management, everything about this desk is like everything I would want in a desk. It's very sturdy, very clean, easy to clean. I've spilled like everything on it and it all comes out. Very easy to make like modifications to, do whatever you want with it to fit your style. But yeah, overall it's a great desk. Over on this side I have 2 drawers, and on this side I removed the cabinet door because this is where I actually have my PC inside of the cabinet, and I didn't want to leave the cabinet to obviously help with airflow, so I've removed the cabinet door and I just have the PC there, and on that side I left 2 drawers. Alright, so the next part of my setup, which is also my least favorite, is the chair. This is a cheapo IKEA chair that you should never ever buy. It looks like a laundry basket, and it is a laundry basket basically, but in a chair form. Super uncomfortable. I've just been so lazy to get a new chair. I've just never bothered to get another one, but this is the chair I've had. I've had it for years. I hate it. It is the cause for my horrendous posture. So if you're out there, you want to develop really bad posture and just have a very uncomfortable chair, get this cheapo IKEA chair. But it does the job. I sit on it. That's basically it. Yeah. Alright, next. Moving on to the RGB you're seeing around my desk. These are 2 Olafus floodlights. I don't know how well the camera is gonna pick it up. They have this little stand over here, and you can angle it, mount it, do whatever you want with it. I have one kind of in this corner shining up, and then I also have one, let me get under here, underneath the desk. I have kind of mounted in that corner there, and these are really good RGB floodlights. Tons of customization options and effects I can set. On the one under my desk here, I have like a constant kind of a neon pink color. I believe it's this one. And I have it on kind of a lowish setting. It doesn't look that low on camera, but it's kind of on a dimmer setting just so it doesn't overpower everything else. But the one over here in the corner I have on a fade cycle where it's just quickly cycling through the RGB. I have it on full brightness, so it's it just covers up the whole wall over there, and I think it looks really good. It's not too much where I have RGB strips all around the desk behind the monitors, but I think this is just the perfect amount of RGB on my setup. Alright, and moving on to my actual setup on top of the desk. I'll start with my mouse pad, which is from the Mousepad company. They're a very popular brand. If you're into gaming setups, you've probably heard of them. They make really good mouse pads with really good prints and designs. The actual pad material is very different from anything else I've ever had. It's from a technology called Duraglide. That's what they advertise it as. But essentially the mouse pad is it's almost rubbery. Like my old mouse pad was like cloth, so it was kind of like, it felt like cloth, but this one is like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like rubbery, but it is extremely smooth for like mouse gliding, and I just feel like I have a lot of control on this pad. Really easy to clean too. You can like put this in your shower, bathtub. Really easy to clean because of the material. Really good mouse pad. Highly recommend Mousepad Company if you're looking for a pad. So yeah, that is my current mouse pad of choice. And I'm moving on to my peripherals. Currently, I'm using two mice. This is the Razer Orachi V2 that I have over here. And then over here, I have my Razer Viper Ultimate. This is actually my main mouse that I use when gaming. And this is a mouse I've gotten fairly recently to kind of test out and use, just because when I saw it and I saw a bunch of reviews for it, I like fell in love with it for some reason. I love the shape and the design of it. And I have a lot to say about the Razer Orachi, but that's for another video. But long story short, I wish I can main this mouse, but I can't. And I will make a separate video about that. Why I can't switch from the Viper Ultimate to the Razer Orachi, even though I love mostly everything about this mouse. So if you want to see a separate video on that, kind of like a buyer's guide about it, let me know. I'll make that, because I have a lot to say about this mouse. But yeah, those are the two current mice, Razer Viper Ultimate and Razer Orachi. Alright, and then moving on to my current keyboard. This is the GK61 white with optical blue switches. Now I got this keyboard recently strictly because I needed a beater keyboard. Like a keyboard where I can just get dirty, beat up without really caring. Like I was using the Durgod Venus, and I had tricked it out, put a custom keycap set, and like, but the thing was, it was too nice to use like on a daily basis. I was always concerned about cleaning it, making sure no food and dust and stuff got on it. And it was getting kind of annoying to the point where I'm like, you know what, I need a keyboard where I can just not really care about and just like just strictly use and game on without caring about, getting it dirty, getting food on it or dust and whatnot. So the GK61, this is like the Honda Civic of 60% keyboards. It's super reliable, really fast. I've never had it freeze on me. Yeah, it's a great keyboard at a really good price. So yeah, that's my current keyboard of choice, the GK61 with optical blues. I went with blues because like every keyboard I've like ever had have all been linear switches, and I just kind of needed a break from it. I wanted to try something different and like complete opposite from what I'm used to, which is like smooth linear. So loud, annoying, clicky blues are the route I went, and they're pretty good. I like gaming on it. Typing isn't as much fun as like my Gateron yellows, but gaming wise, they're pretty good. Alright, so that's going to be it for my current peripherals of choice. So now I'm going to move on to my audio setup, which is just a headset. I like having my audio set up just as a headset. I don't like having a fancy boom arm that comes over with a fancy mic and then like a crazy expensive pair of headphones. There's nothing wrong with having all that. It's really nice, makes for very clean audio, but just because when you do have an audio setup like that with a fancy mic and headphones, you need to have a mixer to plug them in, and it just becomes a much bigger expense, and like for me it's a hassle. So I just like having a simple plug and go headset, and this is my current headset of choice, the Corsair HS60 Pros. These are my favorite headset that I've ever had. Very comfortable for the price. This was like $50. I got it from Best Buy. And for the price, I've had a lot of like headsets in this price range from like the $40 to $50 range. But this one is my favorite so far as build quality and comfort. They're not too heavy. The padding on the headband is very good. I love this kind of diamond stitching on it. looks and feels very premium. The ear cups are very big and wide. They fit very well over my ears. They leave lots of room. There's no pressure anywhere. And they're just a very comfortable, good quality pair of headphones for the price. My one complaint about it is the mic quality isn't the best compared to something like the Razer. The Razer Kraken X had very bad build quality, but the microphone was like very good. I don't know what Razer puts in their microphones, but they are very good. So coming from the Razer Kraken X microphone, this one is not that good. It's passable, it works. But that's all I needed to do. I just needed to work, and it works, but the mic, it's just not the best mic quality. But the actual audio of the headset's very good. Lots of bass, very clear. I hear footsteps in games, and very good sound quality in game and out. Especially, I use these when listening to music, watching videos. Very good all around headset. And I love that it has the controls here on the back for mute and volume. I use those all the time. Very good headset. HS60 Pro. So that's the audio. I have it over here on the side where what I did is I took a screw and I drilled in an L bracket over here, and I just hang my headphones on there, and then I just have it plugged into the front over here. So that is the audio setup. Alright, now moving on to my monitors. This is my Alienware 240 Hz 25-inch monitor. This is my main monitor, and then my second monitor over here is the Scepter 24-inch 144 Hz, and this one is curved. This used to be my main monitor until I upgraded to the Alienware, and then I made this one my second monitor. So they're both really nice. I love this monitor. The 240 Hz is amazing. It's big, it's significantly brighter and more color accurate than my old one over here. It's a very good monitor and actually for the price, I got this on Black Friday for $240. So I paid $1 per hertz for this monitor. A really good deal. And I have both of my monitors on these Vivo monitor arm stands. I have two of them, one for each monitor, because I thought it would be a bit heavy and I wasn't able to fit both of them on one. So I have two. These stands are very good, very sturdy, lots of room for cable management, very easy to configure them how you want, and it just makes for a really good like floating design going on. I have this one in the pre-cut hole that this desk came with, but that one I had to drill a hole for it, but that was pretty easy. So yeah, that's my monitor setup. 240 Hz 25-inch, 144 Hz 24-inch as my second, curved on white Vivo monitor arms. And in case anyone is wondering what my current wallpapers of choice are, on my main over here I have the Mountain Peaks 4K, and for my second monitor my wallpaper is Minimal Keyboard on Wallpaper Engine. I love this one. I've always had it here with the clock on top and just the keyboard over there. I love the look of this wallpaper, super clean, and the look of the main one too. Kind of matches the whole setup theme, kind of the blue and white. Matches the lights and the mouse pad. I love Wallpaper Engine. I'm always looking for new ones, but I don't change them too often. I've had this wallpaper set up for a few months now. Oh, I almost forgot. Over here I have my Google Home Mini. I barely use it. It kind of just sits there. Sometimes I play music on it. Sometimes I ask it random math questions. So that's over there, and over here I have the charging dock for the Viper Ultimate. So that's what I have over there. So that's that. And then last but not least is my PC. Alright, I've pulled out the PC so you guys can have somewhat of a look inside. It isn't pretty. When we were building this PC, I did not care about like cable management or making it look clean inside, because I knew it was going to be in this cabin and no one was going to ever see the inside. But for my specs, I'm running a Ryzen 5 3600 and a 1660 Super overclocked edition from Asus. It runs really well. I've never had any lagging problems or anything with it. I have 1.5 terabytes of SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 500 watt power supply in this very clean Corsair case over here. So that's the PC build. I'll link the part picker list below if you guys want to see that. But I love this thing. I have all the wires coming out from the back of the PC into that hole, out over here, and onto this little tray over here that came with the desk. Very convenient. I have a power strip up there, and that's kind of just the cable management going on. I'm gonna push this back in. It looks really clean. I like having it in the cabinet over here. People are always telling me the airflow is bad and I should remove it and put it on the desk or something, but I really like it in here. I've never had any thermal issues or really any issues with having it in there, and I just think it looks pretty clean with the whole setup, especially the case, how it's white. But yeah, that's the PC, and that's pretty much it for my whole setup. Up over here above my setup, I have a 90s classic Game Boy Color over here. It works, everything works about it, but I just kind of stopped using it. It was just lying around, and I thought it would look cool framed. Same with, I had these two old iPhone 3Gs. I put those in a case over there. It's just kind of a theme I had going on, like retro tech. And then above it, I have the Kanye West and Kid Cudi Kids See Ghosts vinyl. I got that pretty recently from Target, and I just don't really have much of a place to put it yet. So for now, I just have it up there. One thing that I really want to do is put like a shelf going across above here, and because I have a bunch of like figurines and like car models and vinyls and a bunch of like stuff I want to like display on a shelf, and so that's like one thing I have planned, is having a shelf above my setup for things like that, because right now this wall is kind of pretty bland. That's my future plans for the setup, but that's gonna be it for my current gaming setup tour. I had a lot of fun making this video. My setup has evolved a lot since when I first started, and it's always changing and upgrading. But I believe I've come to the point where there's like not much else to do. I'm very happy where it's at right now. Like I said, I need a new chair. I want to get a shelf up there and put stuff on it. But for now, this is my gaming setup. If you guys have any questions about anything or suggestions, let me know if there's anything I should change or upgrade. Leave them all in the comments below. I love reading them all. And yeah, thanks for watching. That's gonna be it. Peace.